Good afternoon, everyone, and nice to have you with us today for round 3 of the Safcol State League netball season. A split round in Adelaide this weekend. 2 games being played at the Powerhouse today, and the round concluding on Tuesday night with a further 2 games. But undoubtedly, the match of the round is the game we're about to feature this afternoon between 2 unbeaten teams in Oakdale and the Jaguars, 2 teams that finished 3rd and 4th on the premiership table last season, and of course they played off in that wonderful semi-final. Joining us once again for her expert comments is Krawczyk. And Monica, 2 teams unbeaten so far at this early stage of the season. Today, though, barring a draw, one of them will block their copybook.
That's right, Rick. Both are deficient of their top players. Perhaps Marnie Winter for Jaguars with the under-21 selections, Australian selections, and also Susie Luskin for Oakdale. However, Oakdale do have Peter Squire back from camp last week, training camp, so their defence line has been strengthened. I do think Oakdale will pull this one off. They came off a very perhaps a lucky win last week with Matrix almost beating them, but Jaguars have put up a magnificent contest.
Well, both coaches have worked hard with their teams during the week, and let's have a look at the lineups that they've come up with for today's game, Monica.
Starting out with Jaguars, we have Vicky Watt at goalkeeper, Glennis Burgermeister goal defence, Cherie Boxall wing defence, Tracy Sims centre, Di Ridley wing attack, Julianne Moriarty, Jaguars captain at goal attack, Karen Gooch at goal shooter. And for Oakdale, Michelle Bainish goalkeeper, Peter Squire goal defence, Jodie Hurd wing defence, Rebecca Sanders playing her 100th game today, captain of the Oakdale outfit and centre, wing attack Cherie Whitrod, goal attack Marlene Barrett, and goal shooter Jackie Featherston Hoare.
Yeah, a big day for the Oakdale captain, Rebecca Sanders, and a little earlier, Krawczyk had a word with Rebecca and asked just how long it had taken for her to rack up that magical milestone of 100 league games.
Approximately 6 years. I'm in my 7th season in A grade at the moment.
So when did you start playing in A grade?
When I was 16 was my first year.
Was that always for Oakdale?
Yes, my only club in the state league has been Oakdale.
And when did you commence your netball career, your early years?
I started off in primary school when my mum used to coach at the local primary school, and I guess I was about 10 years old when I started.
And who was that for?
That was for Seaview Downs Primary School.
Any great milestones in your career to date, state teams, Australian squad?
Yes, I've managed to play in all the underage state teams and the open state team, and was selected in the senior and under-21 Australian squads as well. Yep.
Who's been the biggest influence on your career to date?
That's an easy one, my coach Barney Williams, who's been my coach for about the last 5 years, both in softball and netball. So.
The association with the Seacombe Softball Club and also with Oakdale, so you've been with her for a long, long time.
Yeah, Barn's sort of like my second mum, so I see her just about every day.
I don't know whether she'd like to hear that, but
probably not.
The hardest opponent you've ever had to stand?
Probably Carissa Dowwood from New South Wales, but in the state league, probably Cheryl Webb, because she's a lot shorter than most of us, and I really find it hard to find her on the court.
Today's game, very tough encounter for you against Jaguars. Last week, a 4-goal win against Matrix. Perhaps lucky to get away with it in the end. How do you see today's game?
Yes, well, last week we started really well and then just fell in a bit of a hole. So we want to make it a consistent game today and play 4 good solid quarters.
So Rebecca Sanders looking for 4 tough quarters from her Oakdale teammates today as they take on the Jaguars. Our umpires for today's game, Maureen Taylor and Jenny Kemp. Should be a close tussle from both of these sides. As we mentioned, unbeaten from the first 2 rounds of the season. Oakdale defeating Tango and Matrix. Jaguars over the Cougars and Cheerio. And both of these teams had some wonderful battles during season 1992 leading up to the semi-finals. Marlene Barrett with possession outside to Sanders. And Barrett with the first shot of the game, and Oakdale away to a good start. They lead by a 1-0.
Advantage breaking, wing attack.
Tracy Sims for Jaguars onto Cherie Boxall. Skipper Julianne Moriarty. Karen Gooch comes out of the goal circle. Again onto Sims.
Goal defence, contact, penalty pass or shot.
Penalty, goal circle. Moriarty with the first one for Jaguars. 1-1 the scores. Speaking to Marlene Barrett before the game, and she also intimated that they're going 100%. For this one and for season 93, want to be up there with the contenders in the finals. Burgermeister with the rebound. Well read by Sanders, picks up the contact. Releases. Centre player.
Goal defence, contact, penalty pass.
Rebecca Sanders to pick up Tracy Sims again. Boxall to take the penalty.
Where you are.
Moriarty out of the circle. Good hands from Michelle Bainish, almost controlled by Peter Squire, but out over the goal line.
Advantage contact, played on.
Barnage played on. Good pass from Julianne Moriarty. On to Karen Gooch, right under the post, 2-1.
Karen Gooch, wonderful shooter for goal, done a lot of work during the pre-season. Sims now with a centre pass. Jaguars leading by 2-1. Moriarty, skipper of this Jaguar outfit. Gooch, a lovely stretch and take. Kept the right foot planted and gets the goal as well. So 3-1 at the moment. Good start here. Oakdale under a little pressure early. Whitrod, the fast pass in to Featherston Hoare, and she's rimmed out. Whitrod playing at wing attack today for Oakdale. With the changes to both sides, given the under-21s at a camp in Canberra. So Cherie Boxall now goes out wide. Burgermeister on to Sims. So the Jaguars working it around, looking for an opening. Bainish behind Gooch on that occasion. And Karen Gooch will take the shot. So good start from Karen. Excellent shot too. Hardly touched the sides. 4-1.
Great start from the Jaguars forward line. Very patient work from Moriarty and Gooch, and also from Tracy Sims working it in. Retakes the centre pass. 4-1 the score. Jaguars away. Moriarty on to Sims. Taps it well onto Karen Gooch. Cross pass over the circle. Moriarty with the sit. Peter Squire falling in, and obstruction call, but the penalty didn't stand as the advantage goal went through. Rebecca Sanders turns for Jodie Hurd, back in her normal position of wing defence, covering for Peter Squire last week, who was away at a training camp with Australian coach Joyce Brown in a Challenge Cup, playing against New Zealand. 5-2. Cross to Burgermeister, long one from Burgermeister to no one in particular, walked up from Karen Gooch and Tracy Sims. It was out over the sideline. Michelle Bainish. Peter Hurd with the space, not taken. Long one to Jodie Hurd. Cherie Whitrod, wing attack. Now Marlene Barrett out. Quick pass, beautiful pass from Marlene Barrett, right on to Jackie Featherston Hoare. 5-3.
This Marlene Barrett really is a big key to this Oakdale lineup. In the last 2 or 3 minutes, she's put in 2 wonderful passes into the shooting circle to provide those goals for Oakdale. Another good passer game from Barrett, covering plenty of territory. Featherston Hoare lets her down, though. So Oakdale now back within 2 goals of the Jaguars. Burgermeister, Boxall makes a good strong run into mid-court. Julianne Moriarty, Di Ridley, one of the real talented youngsters in this state. Playing A1 netball at the moment. 5-3. Jaguars would be happy with this start. A lot of work during the week, knowing they've had some excellent clashes against Oakdale. Sims, lovely stretch again from Karen Gooch, moving well. And from virtually underneath, pops it in. So the Jaguars away to a healthy start. They lead 6-3.
Monday nights. Who is... Everyone's taking a chance and jumping in.
It's a risky business, isn't it?
Rebecca Sanders, good work by Sims, delayed the pass and forced the error. So Ridley. Jaguars go back to Burgermeister, and it's a wild pass. And an easy turnover for Oakdale. So just under 3 minutes remaining now. Side ball with Hurd. Sanders will use Squire. Cherie Boxall managed to get a hand on that. Very fit player is Cherie Boxall, trains with the club and also spends a lot of time in the gym. Working very hard on the fitness levels, and you've got to be at this standard of netball. It's a better shot too from Featherston Hoare, so her confidence is increasing as the match progresses. For the first time in the game, Oakdale, apart from the opening shot, are back in front by a goal. So Ridley goes out wide. Sims and Sanders both stretch for it. It's ruled off the hands of the Oakdale captain.
Back in Jaguars forward line. Penalty outside of the circle. Gooch Chance to level the scores again, and she does. 11-all, just 2.5 minutes of play remaining. And Oakdale centre pass. Barrett quickly onto Whitrod. And again to Sanders. Barrett's there making positional move along the baseline, but the option taken short with Featherston Hoare. Marlene Barrett put up a long shot, rims it out. Well flicked on by Featherston Hoare, but Burgermeister takes it. Boxall. Short pass called. Went from Vicky Watt to Boxall without distance of a play in between.
Contact, goal attack.
And Barrett picked up for the contact. Almost well read by Sanders. On to Ridley from Sims, and now Moriarty. Hurd almost read it. Again, Tracy Sims. Jaguars working it in well. Too short from Jodie Hurd, and the contact called. 11-all the score. Moriarty. Short again. Bainish rebounding. Sanders, long one, onto Whitrod. Out comes Barrett.
Contact, goal defender.
Burgermeister with the contact, releasing 2 into the goal circle. Barrett setting up the screen for Featherston Hoare. Again, the 1-goal lead to Oakdale, 12-11.
Sims with a centre pass, but to admire her tenacity. 2 knee reconstructions during her career, and she's still playing at the best level you can find in this state. Moriarty with the shot. Chance to level the scores in the closing seconds of this opening quarter. She does that. Oakdale centre pass, 12-all. Barrett again making the movement, trying to create. Long pass to find Sanders. Back now in the circle, Barrett takes the shot quickly and scores. So 13-12. Oakdale just with their nose in front. The Jaguars with the centre pass to Ridley. Holds it, looks. It was a poor one too. Easy pick up for Sanders. On from Hurd. Whitrod slotted into that wing attack position quite well at the moment for Oakdale. Barrett knows time's running out, tries the long shot and gets it as well. So 14-12, and Oakdale find themselves 2 goals clear as the whistle goes to complete a rather exciting first quarter here at the Clipsal Powerhouse, where the tradition continues between these 2 great rivals. At the moment, Oakdale lead by 2 goals, 14-12.
Goodyear range, would ya?
Where? Right here at Barry Solomon's Goodyear Rugs during our huge international rug sale. Rugs from, just about all over the world. On sale, some half price or less. Now's the time to buy your rug. The savings are huge.
You gotta get a Goodyear rug.
Got a film ready for processing? Then take it to your local Kmart. You'll get big glossy prints, pharmacy quality and a free film. All for the regular $12.95 at your local Kmart. Real value for money. We're more than just a chemist, we're a Kmart.
That was a mistake, Phoebe.
Have they any idea
You have to be punished for what you've done.
what he is capable of?
As it happens, they don't live here anymore.
And Rick pays the price
Get on with it.
for the good life. Neighbours, 6:30 Monday on 10.
Welcome back to the Clipsal Powerhouse. Oakdale coach Barbara Williams just urging her team on at the moment. They lead by 2 goals as we're about to go into the 3rd quarter here at the Powerhouse. But an interesting game. Oakdale by 2 goals at quarter time. In the 2nd quarter, though, they got out to a 4-goal lead. To give the credit to the Jaguars, though, because they came back hard up against Oakdale. And Karen Gooch, their goal shooter, in that 2nd quarter, 100% shooting for 9 straight goals. And that's kept the Jaguars in touch as we go into this 3rd quarter. Always an important quarter too, Monica, when you look at netball. A game can be won or lost in this term.
Yes, 3rd quarter always seems to be the one either team suffers in, particularly perhaps last week, Matrix coming back at Oakdale. And we have to see Oakdale going very hard against Jaguars. Only 2 the difference. As we see Jaguars coming onto the court, let's go, their cry. No team changes to either side. And it looks like Tracy Sims to take the first centre pass for Jaguars.
So an even game so far, both teams scoring 10 goals in the 2nd quarter. It was a tough, torrid affair, that one, and this 3rd term promises maybe to prove the difference between winning or losing. At the moment, they're 2nd and 3rd on the premiership table, and they're both unbeaten teams after 2 rounds. So Boxall trying to work that ball to Diane Ridley.
Pass. Jaguars.
Oakdale in their familiar yellow and blue. This quarter going towards the left-hand side of your screen. Moriarty put up the high one. And Tracy Sims. Centre play for the Jaguars. Moriarty.
Advantage offside.
Ridley.
Keeper contact.
Umpires allowing play to continue on. Gooch continuing that hot streak of hers at the moment, so 23 plays 24.
What's going on from that, Rick? Karen Gooch, as you've mentioned, 100% in the second quarter. Moriarty, dismal 14% for her. She wouldn't be happy with that statistic. Featherston Hall 75% and Marlene Barrett on 50%.
Newton.
Sideline to Jaguars.
Where you are.
Vicky Watt.
Play.
Playing goalkeeper for Jaguars with
Advantage obstruction.
Marnie Winter away in the under-21 Australian selection. Boxall.
Penalty.
I think Jaguars would miss Marnie Winter's strength in the defence end. Good attacking player is Marnie Winter, but her chance will come next week. As we see Tracy Sims on to Gooch. Bainish with the hands, but wasn't able to capture the ball. Quick one on from Ridley. Moriarty.
Contact. Penalty pass. Outside.
Contact picked up on Sanders. Tracy Sims. Moriarty steadies. Again misses, but Peter Squire contacting over the shoulder as she came for the tap.
Contact. Goal defender.
Chance to level, and Moriarty does, 24 all. And again, Jaguar centre pass. Ridley looking for Sims. Sanders there. Gooch comes out strong.
Pass or shot. Goal defender.
And again, Squire needs to readjust. She's being picked up for contact quite a lot during this game. Oakdale centre pass.
So the Jaguars back in front by a goal. First time they've been in front since the opening minutes of the first quarter when they sneak away to a 4-goal lead. So Featherston Hall. Goal to Oakdale. So goal for goal now in this third quarter. 25 all. Plenty of time to go. Ridley over the top to Moriarty, showing no signs of that ankle injury she suffered early in the match. Bainish.
Contact, wing.
To drive Oakdale forward. Hurd now. And trod to Barrett. Had to wait before she delivered. Featherston Hall runs around the back.
Obstruction, wing defender.
And we tried to take two. Boxall infringing there for the Jaguars.
Goal defender. Where you are.
And Marlene Barrett from underneath, like shelling peas for Marlene from that distance. 26-25. Sanders out wide to Hurd.
Offside wing attack. Newton free pass.
Again, Marlene Barrett there was looking to use that long pass into Jackie Featherston Hall. But a turnover for the Jaguars. Vicky Watt, who slotted in quite nicely back there for the Jaguars. It's a very ambitious pass.
Just inside.
Covered a good 20 metres. Didn't get them anywhere though, just turned the ball over. So Bainish now will use Jodie Hurd. Sanders hadn't stopped running in this game so far.
Wing attack, contact.
Some tough work.
Penalty pass, Oakdale.
Almost going down like ninepins there. Ridley and Squire all okay though. Barrett calling the shots again.
Wing.
Uses Sanders.
Contact goalkeeper.
Vicky Watt on that occasion, just letting Featherston Hall know that she's around the place. Goal counts though, 27 plays 25.
2 lead to Oakdale. And a chance now for Jaguars to come back. Moriarty on one leg.
Jaguars throw in.
On to Gooch, mishandles. But off
Play.
Oakdale, Moriarty.
Contact, penalty pass.
Puts it in for Jaguars, 26-27, won the difference. Sanders, 100-game player today. Rebecca Sanders wasn't ready for that pass from Barrett. Now Jaguars go into attack. Ridley onto Moriarty, who's standing still. Sims into the pocket for Ridley, who turns. Long one again.
Offside, centre.
Crossing the goal circle, Gooch takes the switch, in and out for Karen Gooch.
Contact.
Lucky to get that contact. 27 all. Just Just over 9.5 minutes of play left in this third quarter, and scores are level. 27-all. Jaguars going into attack.
Advantage contact.
Tracy
centre.
Sims onto Krawczyk
Wing
again, who
defence contact,
balks.
penalty pass.
Ridley.
Contact centre, penalty pass, Jaguars.
Sanders pushing Sims with the hip and picked up for contact.
Offside, free pass.
And that was Jaguars' chance to go one up on Oakdale. Lost in the circle with an offside, and Bainish to take it for Oakdale.
Throw it in.
Bainish to reset play. Peter Squire coming forward. 1-2 back to Bainish. Jodie Hurd's there. Squire steadying. Well done by Cherie Whitrod. Featherston Hall bouncing on to Marlene Barrett. Puts it in. Won the difference again, 27-28.
So the Jaguars harassing well in this third term. Sanders to Whitrod. Again, another giant stride there from Rebecca Sanders. As many of us from last year would remember her as Rebecca Larkin. Married during the off-season to Stephen. Burgermeister, Moriarty now. Ridley. Karangooch looks for an option.
Penalty pass.
Went for Sims. So the Jaguars will work this around again. Monica, at the moment, when you see Oakdale going into attack, they do it quickly, whereas the Jaguars at the moment are being held up and forced to pass it around a lot around the circle.
That's all credit to Oakdale's defenders. They are playing percentage netball in the sense that they're working it around, they're being patient. And as the scores indicate, they've levelled 28 all, so speed versus patience.
So Ridley and Moriarty. Is that like the tortoise and the hare, is it?
They both got there at the same time.
This game looks like doing the same. So Ridley. Sanders with the high jump and ball out of court. It's been a good game for both sides at the moment. No doubt coaches are feeling the pressure on the sidelines. Important for both of these teams to try and maintain that winning run they've got. All these early games count so much towards finishing in the finals come the end of the year. You want to be one of those top sides up there, not trying to play catch-up netball during the year. So Sanders
Wing defender.
to Whitrod. Jaguars by a goal. A good third quarter, this one. Barrett tries the long shot, puts it up high, comes up short. Oh, and Featherston Hall.
Possession.
Heavy tumble to the deck.
Reverse the penalty now. It's Newton free pass.
Well, you heard the call. The penalty was reversed. So Jaguars have possession. Burgermeister, out came Hurd. Got a hand on it. Good recovery by Burgermeister. Moriarty. And now Karangooch.
Obstruction.
Moving well, playing well. And if Karen can get this one in, which she does, that goes out to a 2-goal break now to the Jaguars. Excellent third quarter by them.
Monday, healthy welcome.
Contact, penalty pass.
Confidence should be up with the 2-goal lead. Working in well again, Sims to Moriarty. Both defenders going up with the defence work on Moriarty, but she scores. 3 the difference, 31-28. Sanders steadying,
Cover, please.
telling her players to steady. And on to Barrett. Featherston Hall there.
Contact,
Watt
goalkeeper.
over her shoulder. And perhaps Vicky Watt has ruffled Jackie Featherston somewhat. Featherston Hall goes up. And it's picked up for the contact. Vicky Watt onto Cherie Boxall. Moriarty comes a long way down to the defence end. Done by Michelle Bainish, well read. Long one onto Cherie Whitrod. Sanders the runner. Featherston Hall. Well played by Oakdale. And well done Michelle Bainish. She's had a few of those interceptions during this game. And it's turned it over for Oakdale. 4 interceptions to date for Michelle Bainish, and probably at the most crucial time during the game. Glennis Burgermeister onto Di Ridley. Moriarty a long way out. Scores 32-29.
Look of determination written all over the captain's face there. Julianne Moriarty. Whitrod. Can Oakdale reply? Barrett and Sanders.
Contact centre. Contact holding, goal defender.
Barrett with the shot. And the goal. So 32 plays 30. Just over 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Ridley to Sims.
Contact, penalty pass, Jaguars.
Back to Ridley again.
Keeper. Contact, penalty pass or shot. Long side.
So Karen Gooch, this dynamic shooter for the Jaguars. Had a lot of underage state and Australian netball. She knows what pressure is all about in games such as this. As the Jaguars lead by 3 now, so that's an important break for them. And this will test Oakdale's. Moriarty and Ridley. Got a feeling the Jaguars can sense they've got a run on at the moment. And a good stretch there from Jodie Hurd. We saw this last week too, didn't we, Monica, where at times Oakdale looked a little vulnerable against Matrix, allowing them to get back into the game.
Yeah, they haven't. This third quarter slump from Oakdale could be a problem for them. As we said earlier, they're rushing the ball into their forward line. Defensively, they're working very well, but they're turning the ball over. I mean, the Jaguar defenders are turning the ball over, and that's where they're losing it. Moriarty for Jaguars, 34, plays 34-goal lead. Just over 3 minutes remaining, and again, a Jaguar centre pass. Turnaround happens so quickly as we see both Oakdale defenders go up. Bainish tried to read it.
Jaguars throw in.
Luckily, no one was picked up for contact as we see the sideline throw in through Tracy Sims. Onto her captain, Moriarty, again onto Sims. Jodie Hurd going.
Long side.
Advantage not played on. And Moriarty comes forward. Big jump from Squire.
Contact. Wait for the pair, please.
Goal stands 5, the difference, 35-30.
Good shot from Moriarty. Began her career at Edwardstown as a youngster. Now playing at the top level here in SA. A lot of youngsters watching who would aspire to reach the level that these players have. Featherston Hall replies for Oakdale. So 35-31. Still a 4-goal break to the Jaguars, and that's a 6-goal turnaround on this quarter. Ridley.
Keeper, contact, shot or pass.
Was against Bainish. Gooch, lovely high shot. Times it to perfection. 36-31. So Jaguars now out to 5 goals. Barrett quickly on to Sanders. Featherston Hall will try the long shot as well. Rims out. Good stretch from Vicky Watt. Tall defender. Boxall and Burgermeister. Again, the Jaguars work it forward. Systematically, they go into attack. Ridley and Moriarty. Gooch moves backwards. Stretch of hands and ball out of court.
Moriarty onto Sims. And back again. Moriarty has definitely lifted her shooting average for this quarter. She shot 9 out of 12. She'd have to be a bit happier than she was for a second quarter performance. Off hands, Barrett. Whitrod. Well done by Cherie Boxall. Puts the hands up and...
Please, that was a deliberate action. Pass or shot from here.
Feeling intense down in Oakdale's forward line. Penalty advanced. Barrett to take it. 32 plays 37 and just under a minute of play remaining in this third quarter.
On the whistle.
Back with the play, Gillian Moriarty. She's in the wars at the moment. Trouble with an ankle and now just suffered a nasty gash to the knee. Featherston Hall for Oakdale. Gets the goal, so the margin now back to 4. Dying seconds of this third quarter. Excellent one from the Jaguars. Ridley to Sims. They'd love to get another one here quickly. Thought about Moriarty. She was being well held, though, by Peter Squire on that occasion. So Cherie Boxall. Moriarty, a chance to get that out to 5. Oh, rims out. Good tap on there from Karen Gooch. Used her height. In fact, there goes the whistle. That final goal doesn't count, but what a quarter by the Jaguars there. They've turned this match right around, and as we go to the 3-quarter time break, they lead by 4 goals, 37-33.
8:30 Monday.
Your Safcol light-made tuna. Not just a light, delicate, sweet-tasting tuna, but low in salt.
Time on the whistle.
The opening minute of this final quarter. Oakdale have got that margin back to 3 goals at the moment. But a wonderful third quarter by the Jaguars. Taken it right up to Oakdale. Giving them something to think about here in this final 15 minutes. Hurd gets it on to Jodie Clark, who's come onto the game in this quarter. She's replacing Cherie Whitrod at wing attack, Monica.
Outside.
Yes, I thought Cherie was doing okay in wing attack, but perhaps a few mistakes being made up forward was a cause of her not having played in that position before. She is normally a wing defence specialist, and Jodie Clark does play wing attack. She's been brought up from the A2s at Oakdale. Marnie's decided to give her a chance up here in State League, as we see Sims, a long one onto Gooch, well read by Peter Squire, and Bainish onto Sanders, looking for somebody to help out. Long one again onto Clark, backed up by Featherston Hoare.
Goal defence, contact.
Quick one on again to Jodie Clark, but a penalty picked up in the circle. Barrett, 37-35. And we have Rebecca Sanders for Oakdale, their captain, taking the centre pass through Peter Squire. Back again, Clark in the pocket. Barrett, long way out. Puts it up, puts it in, won the difference, 37-36.
So Oakdale being asked to stand up and be counted in this final quarter, and they've responded so far. We're back to a goal, the difference. Moriarty for the Jaguars, easily read by Barrett. Keeps it in play. Excellent work from Marlene Barrett, full of experience. Sanders works it on quickly now to Featherston Hoare. Takes the shot.
Contact, goal shooter. Goal
Rims
attack,
out. And Vicky Watt, 23 years of age, into this Jaguar side. Burgermeister. Oh, Ridley couldn't take it. Sanders, great take by Cherie Boxall. Oh, and
Wait for the goal defender.
obstruction called. It was a lovely take though by Cherie Boxall. Strong, determined, eyes of the ball only. The 12 minutes remaining, anyone's game here. Both teams unbeaten going into today's match. Sims, Moriarty. I'm sure these two sides will remember their meeting in the finals last season. Jaguars lost that semi-final to Oakdale. I think from that day on they were determined to come back in '93 and prove they're very worthy finalists in this state league.
Contact, penalty pass outside.
And what we've seen so far here today, you can't discount that.
Just go back, thanks.
It's been a great game, Rick, hasn't it? Just so close, so intense. Great work by both teams. Barrett quickly onto Featherston Hoare, and she levels the scores, 37 all. Sanders onto Hurd. Barrett talking him down. Well passed by Marlene Barrett onto Featherston Hoare again. Won the lead. And Marlene Barrett, last week's Lakes International Player of the Match. Might be lucky and take the second one out this week.
Must be in the running again, but I tell you what, there's certainly a worry here for the Jaguars because we've played almost 5 minutes of this last quarter, and so far they haven't scored. They're still sitting on 37 goals. So it's been all Oakdale in the first 5 minutes.
Play.
Moriarty and Ridley.
Advantage, contact wing.
Julianne would give anything to slot that one.
Goalkeeper.
So another attempt for the skipper of the Jaguars, and at last they get the scoreboard ticking over again. So 38 all, 10.5 minutes to go. Sanders, 100th State League game today. Barrett over the top to Jodie Clark.
Obstruction, penalty pass.
By Barrett, 3 metres out from goal. Beautiful shot from Marlene Barrett, 39-38. Sims from centre. Ridley, Moriarty.
Contact centre, Oakdale.
Rebecca Sanders all over the back there of Tracy Sims. Well, Moriarty's going to chance that long straight arm of hers. It's a lift for the Jaguars, so 39 all.
No one defending Moriarty's shot. Free avenue to the goal, and turnover here for Jaguars. Off Oakdale's hands. Burgermeister to take it.
Play.
Dennis Burgermeister, 24 years of age. Strong defender for Jaguars. Through Di Ridley on the goal circle. Gooch. Long way out. Right through the middle, 40-39. Just under 9.5 minutes remaining in this last quarter. And again, Tracy Sims. Through her wing attack avenue of Di Ridley. Moriarty up forward. Gooch out of the circle. Nobody home at the moment. Moriarty back in quickly. Peter Squire with the jump. Over the top and Gooch with the rebound. They extend it to 2 and she does. 41 plays 39.
Yeah, lovely stretch there from Karen Gooch. Experienced player, been playing at this level now for some 8 years. Sanders still look backwards to Jodie Hurd. Another Jodie Clark. Barrett passes it on quickly. Vicky Watt managed to get a hand on it.
Oakdale.
Well, Barrett now from the gold line. Comes out of the circle to Sanders. Boxall almost stretching again. Didn't come off though. 41 playing 39.
Where you are.
2-goal break to the Jaguars.
Contact, penalty pass.
Featherston Hall. Oh, gee, a feature of this final quarter could be the long shots. We've seen a few and most of them at the moment are dropping. 41 plays 40.
Tracy Sims again. Moriarty deep into the pocket. Gooch is there, straight into the arms of Hurd. Balances very well, not offside in that case. Just no part of her body touched the offside area. Hurd again onto Barrett. Quick one onto Clark. 1-2 back to Barrett. Gets closer to the circle. Goalpost, sorry, but penalty picked up. Levels the scores again. Marlene Barrett, 41 all. Sanders. Barrett.
Keeper, contact, shot or pass.
Jodie Clark not making any mistakes in this last quarter. Being brought on, hasn't thrown anything away up forward. Barrett steps it in. Pops out. Gains the rebound. Now Oakdale in the lead. Seesawing 42-41. The Jaguars centre pass. Moriarty waiting, makes a move. Good hands from Peter Squire, well timed. No contact on that occasion. Interesting to note from our statistician that penalties have been quite high during this game. 69 penalties to date for Oakdale. Moriarty levelling 42 all.
And Sanders to Barrett. Again, they combine, and that's a heavy tumble as well as Sanders goes down. Up quickly though, play on the call. Barrett, a metre out. Make that half a metre now with the obstruction. And a goal to Oakdale. Almost goal for goal now. Good sign by these two teams to be playing so well at this stage of the season. Of course, Oakdale winning the pre-season Dairy Vale Cup, so they've been running hot for a while now. It was their first ever A1 title. Moriarty. Shot goes up. The shot goes down, so 43 all. Crowd just sensing that we're in for a great final few minutes. Clark, Featherston Hall now a long way out from the circle.
Where you are.
Haven't seen her that far out for a while, Monica. It's been mostly Marlene Barrett running around.
Yes, Marlene is known to take the long bombs, and Featherston Hall does take the shorter shots, with Marlene working the ball into her. Tracy Sims onto Di Ridley. No advantage gained, parallel pass, Gooch up forward.
Obstruction, wing defender.
Still Jaguars patient to work the ball round in their forward line, not lose it. Possession netball from them. Ridley onto Moriarty, good one onto Gooch, and Gooch scores again, 44 all. Just under 5.5 minutes of play left in this last quarter. Jodie Clark brought on the last quarter, a first mistake for the quarter, but a reprieve from her off Boxall's hands.
Throw it in, Goldford.
And Oakdale to take the sideline pass again onto Barrett. Sanders, short passes around the goal circle. Barrett a long way out. Hits.
Jaguars.
Featherston Hall almost captured that ball, but hit the goal post.
Play.
Vicky Watt.
Barnett.
Onto Boxall. Burgermeister doubles back. Sims comes forward. Burgermeister holding space, strong in the air. Solid worker.
Contact, wing
Dennis
defender.
Burgermeister.
shoulder, goal defence.
And again, another penalty on Peter Squire. Moriarty.
It's offside, free pass.
Things are so close in the last few minutes here, Rick, that I think you better get the gun ready and the bullet, because whoever makes that vital mistake, they want to use it.
You're a harsh coach, aren't you? Well, this is what these players train for, the intensity of a match that goes down to the wire. So which side is both mentally and physically prepared for it? Gooch. She's had a wonderful game. So 45-44, the Jaguars by a goal. Just a tick over 4 minutes to go now. Ridley, as the Jaguars take it away from centre. Moriarty and Sims. Gooch moving quickly. Looks for support.
Contact, goal defender.
Ridley supplied it. Contact was against Squire. So Julianne Moriarty, high shot.
Newton.
She misses. And the Jaguars, though, and more importantly, still have possession of the ball.
Play.
They lead by a goal. They want to try and make it 2 here. Moriarty working hard. In fact, time called there. Just making a heavy tumble was Rebecca Sanders. So a goal the difference, 3.5 minutes to go.
They kept their silence for 40 years. Ruth Cracknell and Gary McDonald in great form.
Aren't you having some tea?
No, it seems to have gone stone cold.
In a full hour, Mother and Son returns 7:30 Thursday on 10.
The whistle.
So high drama at the powerhouse, 2 sides. Locked away almost here. It's the Jaguars by a goal, and Moriarty is still persisting.
Contact. Pass or
She's
shot.
been trying for what seems like about a couple of minutes to get the ball down for them. They want that 2-goal break. Gooch has a shot, and eventually they get it. So it's the Jaguars by 2 goals. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the final quarter. Barrett trying to get something happening. Boxall, another good stretch. And such is the tenacity there of the Jaguar defenders. They take a heavy collision. But I tell you what, they've got that victory look in the eyes at the moment, Monica.
Yes, they have. They've got the run on at the moment. The confidence going with Jaguars.
Contact, penalty pass, wait where she stands.
Only 2 the difference. Now with Barrett. Long bomb, 45-46. Crowd encouraging either team to surge ahead as we see Jaguars. Long one over to Burgermeister. Barrett extending, arms up, Boxall. Tracy Sims. Flicked on from Sims. Well done by Michelle Bainish through Jodie Hurd. Rebecca Sanders. Need to make this one count, Oakdale. And contact called on Burgermeister. 46-45. Featherston Hall to take the shot. No, she gives it to Barrett. It's not confident. Marlene Barrett does it for Oakdale. 46-all.
Under 2 minutes to go, and Monica, a slice of history maybe here for the Jaguars. They've never beaten Oakdale.
No.
Surprising, that, isn't it?
It is actually all the times they've played over the years, and we see Burgermeister, sensational interception. But off Jaguars' hands, we see Oakdale set up the sideline pass. Bainish. On to Hurd. Sanders, quick one back. Well done again by Tracy Sims, reading the ball very well. And now Ridley steadies. Moriarty, the skipper, long one.
Goal defender.
Again, Peter Squire with the contact. 46-all. 1:15 to play. Gooch.
Contact, goalkeeper.
Michelle Bainish standing out. Gooch taking her time. Misses, but Moriarty with the rebound. Oh, and an easy one missed.
Very well.
Up and well over the top, wasn't it?
And she does it. 47-46, and it's a Jaguar centre pass.
Gee, a clench of the fist there from Karen Gooch. They lead by a goal, less than a minute to play now, and they've got possession. Ridley to Sims. Moriarty, boy, if they wanted a goal, they need to get it from this play at the moment. Never beaten Oakdale in a game, and they lead by a goal. Moriarty takes the step. The heart would be pumping at the moment. Gooch, it's off hands. Gooch, lovely stretch and take. Gets the goal as well, and I reckon that just maybe the Jaguars have got this one. They lead by 2. A few seconds to go. Sanders has got to keep the ball moving. Hurd, Clark, she's just got to bomb it in. Almost taken by Featherston Hoare. Contact was on Watt. Barrett must try the long shot. She does. Rims out. In fact, that is time, and the Jaguars, smiles all round for them here today, because they've come and they've conquered Oakdale for the first time in history, and boy, what a match it was. Oakdale led by 2 at quarter time, 2 at half time. The Jaguars skipped away to lead by 4, and have a look at Karen Gooch. All smiles, great game by her. But on the final whistle, what a match. The Jaguars winning by 2 over Oakdale, 48-46. And Monica Krawczyk talks with the Lakes International Player of the Match.
Thanks, Rick. I'm with Karen Gooch, Lakes International Player of the Match. Well done, Karen. Incredible performance in that last quarter.
It was a good effort, it really was, to sort of like, we were 5 up at 3/4 time and then sort of like them come back and be even, but we pulled it out and we did well.
Great team performance. Your defenders played very well, and a very good performance from you, shooting 82% for the game.
Yeah, I've been pretty pleased with my shooting so far this year. I shot 84% the first game and about 80% the second. So to keep it up, I've been really pleased. But the defenders have been playing excellent all season so far.
What do you think of in a pressure situation like that as you're shooting? What comes into your mind?
Well, I sort of try to learn to sort of just block everything out and just think strong and sort of like just concentrate on being strong and following through with the shots all the way.
And what's the objectives for Jaguars this year? What have you got in line for season 93?
Well, we'd certainly like to make the grand final and knock off as many teams as we can, just push them all to the limits all the way.
Well done today, congratulations.
Thank you.
Karen Gooch.